This is Ben from Goatwhore, and you're watching PureGrainAudio. The ones that I would consider most extreme are the more like close-up, intimate stage is this tall, people are in your face, they're falling into you, you're falling into them. You know, that's probably the most extreme. There's a couple of those though, there's not just one, they happen a lot. But they're good, that's the ones, I like the most extreme ones. Oh, fuck. Actually, recently we had this situation with our bass player. His cable to power his pedals when you're in Europe failed, and it was making this like, it sounded like you were in a dance club, like it kept going doof, 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 like a bass drop or something. And it was coming through the cabinet and everything. It was the weirdest thing, but there was a short in the cable and it was causing it to do this thing. And it really fucking sucked. And we couldn't figure it out what it was until we were finally to the next show the next day and plugged it in and saw what was going on with it. So it was the weirdest shit because we thought it was something with the PA, but it had to do with the power. The power pack that ran the pedals and everything went out, and it just had this thing. It was just like, it sounded like you were like a couple of doors down from like this nightclub, and it was just a thumping that would come through his bass rig. Well, can we break it in US? Because if you do US, it's still vast. So if you play in like really odd places, like when I say odd places, like little small towns that usually don't get metal shows, that's probably the extremist fans you could probably come across. Well, because they never get anything, you know, they never have bands like this come through. They just have the usual, I don't know, who knows, a Britney Spears tour or some shit like that. And now you have bands like us come through for the first time, and these people lose their fucking minds, you know? So definitely the smaller, low-grade kind of towns. Oh shit, I don't even know if I want to discuss shit like that. Oh, actually, wait. Yeah, there was this one. We played in Winnipeg, Canada, and this like young girl got on stage and she jumped on my back like a little monkey. And that was pretty fucking crazy. I mean, I'm all for people going crazy when you play and everything, but she actually like jumped onto my back. I mean, she was small, so it wasn't like a big deal when she did, but it was just, it's totally tripped out when shit like that happens. Touring across Canada in the middle of the fucking winter. What? Rocky Mountain Oysters? You know what Rocky Mountain Oysters are? Does the public know what Rocky Mountain Oysters are? Bull nuts. Sometimes like they tenderize them and they fry them and they're like this big and they're flat. Yeah. But nobody tells you what they are when you don't really know at first, and then after you eat it, they all explain what it is. Yeah, something like that. And it's funny because I was just talking to Kirk and Todd from Crowbar about it, about our first experiences eating them. And it's just like, afterwards you're just like, well, I mean, it was good, but it was just, it's like you almost want to know beforehand, but if you knew beforehand, you would have never tried it either. That goes in so many ways. We could have Sammy, but we could also have Zach, but we could have TA. I guess it depends on the night and consumption of certain things after you play a show. We played New Zealand. The airport in Wellington has all the Lord of the Rings shit in it because that's where the main like facility is, the Weta workshop that does all the special effects and everything for Lord of the Rings movies and the Hobbit movies. And in the airport is all these like displays for stuff from Lord of the Rings, like Gollum, really huge, looming over like the little area with all the little food court and shit like that, or like Gandalf on the eagle. So it's pretty fun. Oh, when you check in at the counter at the front desk, there's Smog's head and his eye opens occasionally. Yeah, it's not extreme, but it's pretty fucking goddamn cool.